Move to a sound check. We lost one. We lost the people. No, it says 2 now. It says 2. Remind me to get you something for that. Holy crap, it's already done. Here's my computer safe. My clock is behind. We got some? Hope we have some. Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we are back with the pillow number 3 project, which has gotten really kind of big. And well, here, hang on, let me see if I can let's get rid of the banner and move the camera. So look, this is how far we've gotten, and you'll notice there is a big wooden stick going right through here. And why would I put a stick like this? It's, mind you, it's just held on with a couple clips, but I've often said one of the ways of making sure that you get your bracelets nice and even is working closer to the clip. And unfortunately, as I was getting further along, I was noticing that the middle was sort of bowing upwards and not how I wanted it. So I wanted a way of clipping it without having to like roll it over the top. And this is my solution. So it's about 1 cm thick, which is, I don't know, more than a 1/4 inch. I don't, it's a cm, and it works perfectly. It's really easy, no crazy modifications or anything. I just got it at an art place for like $2. I could have gotten a ruler for like $8 or $9, but I thought that why do I need a ruler when I can just use a piece of wood? So I did. And let's see, oh wait, we have people who have joined. It's Minute Craft, hello. And we have Rainbow Haze is here. Hello, 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 ladies. Welcome. So yeah, I'm really kind of excited about the whole stick thing. Even when I have to change out the strings and I switch over to the other board with the holes going through it, I'm still going to use this, I think, because I really like how it's helping to keep things lined up here. It's really working out. Okay, before I go further, and before I get scolded, secret word game. All you gotta do is chat and win. If you're busy chatting and you type in something that happens to be that secret word, it'll tell you you won, and then I send you a bracelet or 2. Well, 2 in this case, 1 from Minute Craft and 1 from me. So yeah. Right. Well, okay, so the ruler I was looking at was not a flat ruler. The ruler had sort of a, it kind of came up and then there was a dip and then it sort of dipped back down. So it was pretty darn firm, but the wood obviously is super firm. So yeah, it couldn't have been just a regular flat, plain old straight ruler. No, you're right. That would not have worked out. The ruler I had was in mind that I was looking at was incredibly firm. From Art Friend, if you want to go look over there, there's an 18-inch one, which was exactly the length. And I had it in my hand, and I wandered the store, and then I found this stuff. This stuff was, it had some little like tail things on the end, and apparently you take like 4 of them and hammer them together to make a frame for artwork. So I just used 1 piece. Like I said, it was $2. So, well, $2.05, but yeah, $2. Well, I say that we did have a discount because we're members at Art Friend. So yeah. So yeah, way fun. and I guess you guys have all seen my thing. In case anybody else who's watching this later, um, I recently posted a new tattoo that I picked up while away for my birthday slash anniversary, and I got a lot of views over on Instagram. I'm really kind of pleased with how that went. It's not my most viewed Instagram. I don't remember. I think that was something in the big project era, but still, it had a lot of hits and stuff. And I'm really super hyped and loving it. It's not exactly like my work, but I mean, he's an artist and he was trying to kind of comprehend what the thing was. But that's pillow number 4, by the way. That design, I have all the string for it already. This isn't like a I just whimsically came up with the idea. That's actually the next one. So way stoked about that. Way stoked about getting this one finished. I'm actually amazed at how far I've gotten without actually having to add any floss. These are starting to get kind of small, but not small enough that I have to change it just yet. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Wow, you did a typos? I didn't think you and my wife are capable of such things. Yeah, it's very close. It's meant to look like the one that's on my board. It's just it's not as perfect as I would have liked it to be, but it's really good. Anybody who knows me or knows my art is going to immediately look at that and be like, okay, right, got it. But yeah, totally digging on that. Oh, and I don't know if you guys saw this too. Apparently, there's a what is it? Thoughts for Tots is some charity organization who takes friendship bracelets and tries to use it as something positive for families with kids who have like maybe hospice like problems, that kind of thing. So they just got a hold of me and they were like, hey, they do a thing for Valentine's Day and did I want to be a part of it? And I'm like, there's no way I can get you the stuff by then. Does that matter? And they're like, no, that's cool. We can, totally do things on another day of the year or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to hook them up with a bunch of bracelets. I'm kind of really stoked about that. And it seems like if I can use some of my work towards something good, that would be awesome. Which, oh, okay, totally have a topic we can talk about. In a similar manner, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a YouTuber called Mr. Beast, but this is like really, I am losing my mind over this one. So Mr. Beast does a lot of charity work. He does a lot of food bank things and whatever. And he makes a lot of sensationalized videos to raise the money to do all these good things. He's helped people get cars. He's done just all kinds of philanthropy through his works with YouTube. Well, recently he created a video that's got everybody talking. He found out that there is some kind of blindness or whatever is going on that can be cured with a surgery. So he paid to get 1,000 people eyesight, to give them a new chance on life. Now, I'm assuming these people didn't get the surgery themselves because, this stuff isn't easy. And if you're blind, you probably don't have jobs or whatever. So, he gets 1,000 people eyesight. And the people on Twitter have all lost their collective minds. And I don't know what they expect from him, but they're like, they don't, they're mad that he's, taking advantage of these people by giving them eyesight. And I'm losing my mind over this. I can't imagine why anybody would be mad that. And he's young too. I mean, he's like in his 20s, and has somehow found a way of making enough money on YouTube and sponsorships and whatever else to do these things. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think about it. I'm beside myself. I'm absolutely beside myself that any one of the comments I saw was that he is redistributing wealth, and they don't like that. I just I don't know. If somehow my channel happens to make it to where I'm making great money and I have the ability to like give away bracelets all the time or do something good for the community or whatever, I would hope that people aren't like freaking out about that. I can't get over it. I don't know. I don't know if you guys even heard about the whole controversy. I'm just trips me up. Oh, and if you want your voice on in here or whatever, you can join me over on Discord. It's the which Discord? So if you're in my Discord, it's the AWOL Insiders chat. So that's basically the people from my Patreon and a few good friends are part of the AWOL of the Insider thing. Yeah. Yeah, usually the big controversy would be like you say, somebody's like cheated their whole, like they were going to give donations, but they kept a whole bunch of the money for themselves or whatever. No, this guy's actually did a good thing, and people are mad about it. I don't get it. It's beyond me. Oh, by the way, hit this button. Mandy's here. She apparently didn't charge her tablet, so she has a laptop in front of her, and the laptop's bigger, and as a result, that's why we're kind of looking down at her. We're not trying to make it, weird or whatever. It's just otherwise you'd only see like just her eyes. Yeah. So yeah, we're over here enjoying this Singapore winter, which is amazing. It is like 24 degrees outside right now, and that's usually what we would set our like air conditioners to. So this is amazing. Here is her knotted hairband. The plastic gizmo that this thing goes on broke, and so it's sitting with me waiting for the new hairband that we ordered to arrive. So yeah, I've heard regularly that that she misses the thing. Yeah, no, there's been posts and stuff over here and TikToks showing people wearing winter type attire because it's suddenly gotten cooler. I get that that's not for everybody. Mind you, I take medicine for high blood pressure, which means that like if it drops enough, it's almost painful for me. So yeah, I can appreciate that not everybody appreciates it being cooler, but it's 24 degrees. I mean, that's like What is that in Fahrenheit? That 75-ish? Right around 75 Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's not like freezing weather. It's just chilly. At least chilly by our standards. Yeah, so we're going to try to get some metallic or metal hair bands and see if those last longer. Because the plastic ones all seem to have like a floss in their overall whatever, and they just snap after a month or two. So I'm going to try some metal ones. If those turn out good, I may actually put some in my store. We'll see how that goes. But I like it. I like my stuff to be quality. I want, if I'm going to sell bracelets and stuff, I want them to be like bracelets that last. And this is one of the things, like, I really freak out when I see people doing watch bands out of bracelet material. The problem isn't so much the watch band itself. It's this up here is a lark's head attached to a piece of string. That right there is vulnerable on a watch because the way that the pin comes in, there's like a rod that has like a receiver end that it makes how it's like springy or whatever. Where those two things come together, that little edge of metal where the two things come together is sharp enough that as the string moves back and forth, and it will, it takes a little bit off of it. It frays those strands ever so slightly, and it builds up over time. I try to watch band, and I pack the strings in as tight as possible to try to make sure it didn't wiggle at all, and it's still, with regular, wear and usage, it lasted maybe a couple weeks, and I think that's terrible. I missed the thing. What was she saying that she was willing to donate to? For something?
Friend of mine was just saying that for people to donate fat to him, because he's very full of and talking to Sweden.
Gotcha. I missed part of the conversation. I missed something. You have Daiso projects. You're talking about projects you used with the Daiso strings? How? Yeah, probably. No, that's on live chat. I'm just missing some of the conversations. Okay, wait. Daiso stuff. My first bag was with Daiso string. It doesn't get out a lot, but all the colors are still pretty well there. It still looks, I think, as good as original. I can possibly get it out even. I don't know how it would handle daylight. Like if it was out, if you were going to use it on a daily, I don't know how that would work. I should make a bracelet out of it just to see. Did I did at some point, didn't I? Did I have a Daiso string bracelet? Because I'd like to know how, if the string loses color faster.
So I have to make it.
She hates making kumis out of it because it's so clingy. Or Is that clingy a good word? What's a good word for that? Clingy? Yeah, Daiso string is not the easiest thing to work with. But that said, I mean, it's really super cheap. It's so... Yeah, they get in a bunch because, yeah, it's... So there's what makes the string kind of glossy or whatever is it passes by fire. So all the little weird squiggly parts that you wouldn't be able to see with a naked eye kind of get singed off, and that helps make a string shiny. That's one of the things that DMC brags about, like how awesome their string is for this reason. I'm guessing that at that price, Japan just doesn't do that, and as a result, those little things work like barbs, like you have on Velcro, and makes the strings cling to each other, and this gets them into a bunch. And I still plan on making a small pillow out of it. Like, I have a number of strands, like right over there, that I'm going to make into a small pillow. They're pastel, but they'll still look cute, I think. We'll see. I'm trying to caffeinate myself a bit here, because part of me is just suddenly really super tired. Like, I was just realizing back in the, the 90s or whatever, if you had a house tiger, the place you would find them in the daytime or evening would be sitting on top of the big honking TVs, because that's where the warmth was. Now that we've gone with these skinny TVs, there's no place for them. There's no place for them to go and just cuddle up and get warm. Oh. Yeah. Well, that can be fun unless you have strings like this moving around, because what I have on my lap right now would be like so tempting to a feline. It would be bad. Aww. See, the sad part is I love cats, but I'm not 100% sure that the cats here won't affect my allergies. Because if I spend any time with them, I tend to want to claw my face up. So that could be bad. And I'm not sure why. I never had this problem in the US, so I don't know why it's a problem here, unless there's something weird about their dander that helps protect them against the humidity, or a result of the humidity, or I don't know. There's something about animals here that definitely have a negative impact on me. So yeah. What a teach. I don't. Is that possible? Is it possible that because I'm like slightly more compromised that something that wasn't happening affect? I don't know. That's not an unreasonable assertion. Just I don't know how these things work. Yeah, I'm still learning about myself in all kinds of ways. I just learned that 1 in 5 people have a problem where they wear a hole in their sneakers where because their big toe lifts when they walk. I just learned that that's a 1 in 5 thing, and that it's quite possible that I can fix it if I'm willing to do a bunch of stretching exercises on the daily, which I don't understand how people have time to exercise and meditate and go to work and like there's just so many stretches and this and that, just yoga, I guess, and just all these other things. Like, where is there enough time in the day to get all the things done? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Hmm. Yeah, there's definitely something about our weather and stuff that has an effect on me. I know that when it's raining like this, um, that I have to sometimes neti pot more than just once a day. Like once a day is like my bare minimal. And in case you don't know what a neti pot is, it's basically taking warm water and going in one nostril and pouring out the other. And it just kind of cleans out the sinuses from any of the pollen or mold or whatever kind of stuff is around. And I tend to do it in the morning, kind of unblock things for the day. And yeah, in this kind of weather we're having right now, I can maybe do it twice a day. On hot, drier days, at least once. Yeah, that's me always looking for life's deep questions. Well, that's not so deep. That's kind of shallow. That's a shallow question. Yeah. Did you just say I have a big nose? So yeah. So I'm kind of excited to be back working on this project again. Again, I was thinking I would, maybe pull out a bracelet to make. I still have 2 kumis that Mandy made up for me, but kind of happy with this whole stick thing. I'm halfway tempted in decorating it, but I don't know what to do with it. Like what kind of decoration would be suitable that I had McSpicy. Did you know, this is true story, McDonald's had the quarter pounder, so A&W went and tried to outdo them by having a 1/3 of a pound burger. And Americans didn't go for it because they somehow assumed that 1/3 was smaller than 1/4. True story. This is, yeah, it's embarrassing to come from the US. I tell you, it's just embarrassing. Actually, if we want to talk about burgers, I have a thing now for the Burger King plant-based Whopper. I love it. I absolutely love it. Tastes just like a regular burger, and it's easy on the tummy. I love it. I would probably eat those things regularly if I were allowed. Yeah. America is great as long as they don't have to use metric or fractions or words or thoughts. You know, stuff that other people excel at. I'm pretty sure that it was around there that we were learning fractions, but then there's this whole thing in America now where, because when you say something in science of a scientific value, like it's what's the term for it? That it's not like an absolute. It's, what's the term? Like oh, it's a theory. Gravity, the theory of gravity, the theory of whatever. So in America, they got this weird perception that because it's a theory, you're allowed to have opinions about it, and my opinion is just as good as your opinion, no matter how uneducated my opinion might be. And as a result, there is this level of stupidity that everybody's like, nope, I'm entitled to my opinion, and I think that, whatever, and just the most crazy, bizarre things come out, and it just doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. There were Americans losing their mind here recently because they've discovered that Titanic wasn't just a movie. Right. Yeah, I got into an argument with somebody who said that there basically is a 50-50 chance of them getting in an accident um, driving to work. And I was like, what do you mean? That's ridiculous. Who would want to play those odds, And he's like, well, it's either you do get hit by a car or you don't. That's 50-50. And so I pulled up, like, okay, what city are you in? And I pulled up the statistics because AAA has these kind of things, and he has like a 12% chance of being hit by a car, which is a much better odds. It's still unfortunate, but it's a much better odds. But he honestly believed, because there's two different choices, it's a 50-50 thing. And when I try to tell him that no, it's 1 in 12 because you're in an area that's prone for it, he couldn't grasp it, and he told me that those facts don't match his opinion or whatever, and that I'm wrong, and he had to go take it. Like, I actually have the software for that. You can use them, as well as I think the whatever video app. I could do it. I didn't say I was going to. There's a difference between can and should. Yeah, I could, you know, but that would be bad. Yeah, New Year's resolutions and things. I don't know. There's a strange sound happening behind me. I have no idea what that was. It'll make me go crazy. No, mine comes in skeins. It's just regular plain old stuff. You've gotten string from me that came from my supplier. Skeins do kind of run out quick, but that's the fun of it. You don't end up having to have a whole bunch of a color that you might not want to use anymore. You can be like, oh, I'm tired of whatever. Are you leaning somehow onto the trolley? Is that what's that noise? Doing a weird sound. I tend to run out of purple. I don't know. It's not like my first kind of go-to color or anything, but for whatever reasons, apparently I don't order as much as I would use of purple. And I always seem to have a lot of green. And I kind of know better than to order a bunch of green, and for some reason I still have a bunch. Oh, so back to this whole charity thing. I kind of dig the idea, and I realized that like I can make, like if I'm doing, I don't know, maybe this size bracelets. If I'm making these size bracelets, I can do at least one a day. If I go with a little bit smaller, I can do 2 a day. So I was thinking it might be fun to like do a video a day of the bracelets that I'm making to actually do for this Thoughts for Tots thing. And just do like a whole month or maybe 2 months. I don't know. We'll see. Month or two of just going to town, making as many different kinds of bracelets and patterns as I can kind of come up with. Probably like right around the 12 string mark, something like that, and then sending them off to the US. So, but I don't know like when's a good time of the year to like actually do this. But if you guys have like thoughts or inputs on it, that would be cool. Oh, and new month, that means that tomorrow is the Patreon Hangout. And in case anybody still wants to do that, it's being held over on Discord as opposed to a Google Meet. It just kind of works out a little bit better. Mostly because I don't have to have the special Google account to be able to make that work. So hooray for that. Later on it might be a problem because it has like a 25 person limit, but I think more than 25 people trying to hang out at once would probably be a nightmare anyway, so we'll see. Right. Yeah, you can come over, grab some oranges and some green floss. And, I just realized from this camera angle you can't see. So everything in this row here, all this, that's all been done today. So I have been very, very busy knotting. Yesterday Mandy had a luncheon thing to go to, so I took the day to just go walking around and did over 18,000 steps. And yeah, felt good. It's one of those things where getting a bit of exercise in periodically feels really good. Right. Ended the night with a nice cold beer, which made sleeping really, really good. Which I have to admit, that was the first time I've ever had a half a liter of beer. Like, that's the weirdest thing because normally it's pints and quarts. That's why when you tell somebody to mind their P's and Q's, that's what they're actually talking about, their pints and quarts. It was basically a way of saying, you know, yeah, you're getting a little tipsy, you need to watch that. Cold beer and pizza, and suddenly Rainbow's like, I'm back. Hello. Hello, welcome back. I could go for some of those, like the Domino pizza. Not Domino. The other one. Little Caesars. Sorry. Yeah. Good reason to look weird at me. I just pictured pizza. What that was that noise? Yeah. What? How many types of cheeses? 268,462 types of cheese? What? It's a lot of cheese, but that's still not. Yeah, not a fan of broccoli. Don't want it. And you don't want me to have the broccoli and at least be around me for, after. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I should eat the broccoli once, just so that way my wife will realize why it's a bad idea that I have it and never let me have it again. Can you determine which of those two is mine? First try. I made preparations just in case that you guys started talking about food. Haha. So, when have you tried the mala chicken at Subway yet, or the mala steak? I guess. It's steak, right? They call it steak? Beef. Have you tried the new Subway stuff? I'm gonna guess that that's probably a Singapore thing and not available in the UK, but I could be wrong. If they have Mala stuff in UK, I'd be interested in knowing if you've tried that too. And she doesn't have a fraction of the heat tolerance as I have. No. You think you're a third or a quarter of my heat level? You'll take one cutting of one of my peppers, and I'll cut up 4 more of them. Oh, I see. I missed the joke. But you're like a 12. Or less. Yeah, it's pretty. It tastes. It has the mala flavor, but it's like, you know how like McDonald's is like the McSpicy is so hot. Oh my god! You know, it's that kind of level of spicy where you're like, what? You you mean you may add seasoning to it, not just salt and pepper? So yeah, okay. I don't have that trouble with the McSpicy, but okay. If you're ever coming over for lunch, noted. Don't buy you a McSpicy. Hey, I resemble that. So speaking of food, if you haven't, you should go check out Steeples while they're still there. It's what's that? What's more? What's the Tungwin? Tungwin? What? Type it out. I have no idea. But anyways, the mall has been unblocked, and that means they're going to be either closing or trying to find a new location or something. I don't know what they're going to do. But I just had a cheeseburger there. Oh my god, it was so good. And the milkshake was so thick and amazing. Absolutely. Ah. Yeah, they don't have the roast beef sandwiches any longer, which really kind of made me sad. So I decided I would try the hamburger instead. And that thing was absolutely so good. Yeah, they still have the Did, I think you pictured the menu. You, yeah, this place is like feels like it's a bit of history for Singapore, and sadly, the building is going to be. I'm guessing they're tearing it down. I guess that's what the unblocked thing is about. So they're going to put in a new building. I don't know. I don't know anything about how all that works. All I know is there is this amazing deli that makes amazing food, and yeah. Yeah, even the interior of this place does look like it's just heritage stuff. There's like this, the blenders they use to do the milkshakes are these old Hamilton Beach blenders that look like they're from the 60s or some 70s maybe. Yeah, I guess because I'm not from here, I am always like looking for like amazing whatevers and stuff. So I like learn a lot about the island. But yeah. Yeah, and they even have in the mornings. I think I can't remember. I think it said until 1, some kind of breakfast sandwiches. I thought that sounded pretty cool too. I didn't think we could do that before 1. I was there before 1. I could have had it. Wow, I've almost come all the way, like halfway across this row thing here today. Yeah, I can't say I'm a huge gourmet whatever. That's not my thing. But when you have a sandwich that's well crafted and the burger itself is nice and juicy and the bun is not soggy, yeah, that's yum. That was tasty. Oh, but then we saw these people who ordered tenderloin on the cruise and they wanted it done medium well. And I was like, why? Why? Yeah. And that it didn't stop there. The girl asked for mayonnaise and ketchup for the beef tenderloin. Off with you. Yeet! Yeah. The sad part is they didn't even eat it all because, obviously it wouldn't taste all that awesome. And the only reason it doesn't taste awesome is because you ordered it the way you did. So it's like, I'm sure they're thinking, oh, well, that meat wasn't very good, blah, blah, blah. But you overcooked a type of meat that doesn't overcook well. Right. So, okay, so if you're going to do that, you have to go for a cut of meat that actually gets more tender when it's cooked all the way through. Like, um, I guess a sirloin steak would be one. What's another? The minute steaks. Yeah, there's a few that are okay. It depends on the cut of meat. But tenderloin is tender when it's like the closer to rare you get it. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had my steaks well done. You know, kind of enjoyed the whole wrestling it with it and gnawing at it and having like whatever. But at some point, I think you just kind of catch on to the fact that you know let your chef tell you what's the best level of cookedness for that particular meat, and trying that turned into, hey, this actually doesn't taste as bad. I know I'm old. I'm going to give away a reference of being so old. Are you familiar with the J. Giles "No anchovies, please"? If not, after this whole thing is over, you need to actually look that up on YouTube or where, yeah, I guess Spotify or something. "No anchovies, please" is hilarious. I think it was on the album Love Stinks. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's Jay Giles. No anchovies, please. And rest assured, I will subject my wife to it. Because, I guarantee she's never heard it before, and it's hilarious. So now I need to know how long it lasts. So the whole song lasts for 2 minutes and 42 seconds. So, and yes, it was from Love Stinks. How about that? How was that? I hear strange sounds again. I don't know what's going on. Is that what she's done already, or that's what she's trying to do? It's pretty. Oh, the one side is done with like really long strokes of the needle. That's really fun. Whoop. So yeah, tomorrow is the hangout thing, so that's gonna be fun, or should be at least. I have no idea what we'll be doing. That's cool. Much appreciated. Kind of impressed with how much progress I've made today. I'm kind of feeling a bit tired. Didn't think I would get too much done. And then I end up all productive. Yeah, I know what you meant. I wish there was no lag between like when I see the typing and then me actually talking, because it I'm pretty sure, like, judging by where the text come in and where I am at on the other screen, which is like the live part, there is a huge discrepancy, and so sometimes I might respond to something quite a bit later. It's just the lag. Nice to see that I'm not the only one who appreciates a good nap. Oh, there goes my watch. My watch thinks that all these stitches were a bunch of steps. starting to get a sharp pain right through here. I have no idea what's going on, but I started getting a sharp pain right through my forehead. I have no idea why. I think it's my sinuses, but I don't know why. How it came on so suddenly. No, it's not Mandy's fault. Try some Axe oil, see if that helps at all. It's probably all this rain. Plus, it's a bit warm in here. If you close the door, I'll keep the door. Yeah, good point. My brain cell stubbed its toe. Who said it could go for a walkabout? It's not safe to go out alone. Well, apparently there's obstacles that you can stub your toes on, so I'm not sure. Was that against some kind of a mental block? Oh. I noticed we have a few people that are dropping in and checking out, so I'd like to let them know the secret word game is going on. So I know that it's, you know, that big headache of logging into your YouTube just so you can make a comment, but those comments can actually earn you cool bracelets. So yeah, join the conversation. It's fun. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we're about 2,500 subs. We were just like missing one or two earlier today, so that's going to be a thing soon. And I just hit 10K for my Instagram, which I thought that was pretty cool as well. Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been kind of eyeing that benchmark for, I don't know, a couple months now. Like knowing that it was coming, wasn't sure what would put me over the top, but yeah, way cool. Ah. I dropped one of the strings. Only pulled one of the two up and through. Yeah, hitting 10K on YouTube would be pretty awesome. Yeah. Yeah, whenever I do that whole month of donation thing where I film the bracelets I make each day, I think that would be a big spike in the number of people who see my videos just because I'd be producing a lot of stuff. I just have to come up with how many patterns and how many things so I can get all of the kumis and stuff made up in advance and then figure out kind of what the general overall motif is, and then that'll be a thing. I'm not sure when a good time of the year is to do that. Probably like June or July, I'm thinking. And do me a favor and turn it off. I'm gonna try taking something for this headache. It's starting to really kind of come on strong here. So. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background, but the latest trend basically is ride around on little electric scooters with volume of on your whatever Bluetooth speaker device is just cranked up to where, you know, windows closed and everything, I can still make out what song they're listening to. So yeah, scooter. Mind you, I really can't complain because where I'm from, and in fact my old vehicle had great big subwoofers in the trunk of the car, so I could roll down the street bumping my tunes. But at least it wasn't this crap that they listen to here. Yeah, I guess it has been years that this has been a thing, but it just seems that lately it's just getting more out of control or more happening at late hours. Oh, we had 5 viewers. That's kind of cool. Is that you leaving the thing? Discord or somebody joined? My computer's making noises at me now. Cool. Well, hello, whoever joined us. Secret word game's still a thing, so join the chat. Yeah, it feels like I got like hit with something. Oh, right. The Discord thing. So, like, when people join or whatever, because the audio capture actually captures stuff on my computer, the notification sound will come through. And the reason it captures what's on the computer is that opening intro thing. That's the way I made that work. So, yeah, you guys get notifications. It's weird like that. Yeah, I think I'm past the halfway point. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, past the halfway point in one day. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Mandy disconnecting from it. She connected earlier in case anybody joined. So she just disconnected. So that's what you heard. I think my ideal office of the future will be one where Mandy's and my office are close enough together that we can have like a small opening through a wall that we can run cables and stuff through, and then like stuff a towel or some kind of insulation into to keep the sounds from going through. And that way we could still have this, but then she could join the Discord and be able to speak and whatever without having the weird echo effect. Yeah, I think Phil got pissed off when he tried getting up early and we couldn't hear him to save his life last time. I haven't heard from him since then. Oh, did anybody check to even see if the bot was working? I saw, the donation things go by, but I did not actually see anybody try to question. And it responds with wit. Rainbow, you should finish the Raven, get it over with. Oh, did you see? I saw, and I've been quoting this since I've seen it. I think it's hilarious. I saw somebody do a cross stitch that said, "It's all shit and giggles until someone giggles and shits." I love that. It's like awesome. Something easier to frog. Yeah. Like I said, after second beer, moving on to something that's easier to frog. Like if you're going to make a mistake because you had a little bit too much to drink, at least it'll be a little less devastating. See, there's wisdom in my words. It may have come out sounding evil, but it is legit. It is. Am I right? I'm right, right? Right. Right. Hey, well, the wise. Nice. I'm just. What? Ayo. My Google just awoke. Shh, go to sleep. I think she asked what I wanted spelled. So, anyways, I'm just happy that that didn't end up with a 3-letter word after that, because that's kind of more common than I hear. Nice. Why does the term nuts and bolts come to mind? Alright, well guys, I think we're coming to a good point for ending. Like I said, we have the whole hangout thing tomorrow. Should be lots of fun. Let's see. The Patreon people who make this possible, I can't thank you guys enough. Really kind of keeps this whole thing going. So thank you very much. Yeah, it's getting almost midnight around here, so I'm gonna call it a day, and hopefully these the Panadols I just took will go into effect. So I will be back next Saturday, same time, same stuff, and then yeah, but maybe different project. We'll see how this thing goes. It might be this project, and it might be just adding strings, which apparently people have not seen that all yet. So yeah. So guys, I'll see you guys next week. Take care. And oh, don't get your strings in a bunch.